We are in the middle of a pandemic. I'm at home, like a lot of people are, and we're sort of trying to deal with this. And a lot of my clients and companies are struggling with a lot of things. And today I want to tackle one of them, which is decision making. When you go remote and now you don't have that person-to-person interaction, how do you make decisions? What's the best way to go about it? Should you just be on phone calls all day, every day? There's a few things we can talk about here. So let's jump right in. Hi there, and welcome to Hidden Gems. Well, a special edition of Hidden Gems, as we are in the middle of the COVID-19 virus and pandemic. I'm in Canada, and we're just starting to go into a lockdown of sorts. Not as strict as some parts of the world, but we are definitely being restricted in how we move and staying home to do our part to flatten the curve. But work continues, and a lot of my clients are still going on. Try to do business as usual, and the communication is struggling a little bit, especially if they never worked remotely before. So I'm gonna give you a few ideas that I think will help you make the most of this time, and perhaps even pick up a few new things for when things go back to normal. First, it's really helpful if you move your communication to some kind of public medium. You can think about Slack, Microsoft Teams, HipChat, and the many other chat solutions out there that let you have a public conversation. So this is better than an email thread, and it just allows people to follow conversations without needing to be part of it, and also keep a historical record of it. The second thing is, once you have this sort of public medium, you can typically integrate your existing tools into it. So you might bring your product releases from Jira into Slack, so you don't have to ask your development team when this is going live. They'll just see it come in when that happens. I've seen teams take some of my amplitude mixed funnel reports, and then you can visualize them inside Slack or something similar. This is a ways to add more richness to the conversation that you might have. If you're in person, you might just pull up your laptop and show it to someone. This is sort of like the second best option in a more remote friendly environment. And lastly is adopting more asynchronous conversations. So synchronous is what happens when you get on a phone call, on a video call, or you're in an in-person meeting, and those are fine. You can still have those, but you also get a chance to look at asynchronous conversation, and that means you can start a thread, you can come back to it, and people can pitch in as they go along. This kind of happens with email threads, but now it can happen in a more public fashion, and a medium like Slack and so on can naturally gravitate towards this type of communication. So it's not for urgent decisions, but for other decisions, they can sort of play out over a couple days and let everyone think about it and then pitch in when they're ready. And that's it. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen over the next few weeks as we deal with COVID-19, but there's a few things we can do to make the most of it and be ready when things go back to normal. So I have a few special videos of Hidden Gems that I just recorded, I'll be releasing, and this is some of the ideas that I think have been quite relevant to some of my clients, and I hope they help you as we all deal with this together. There'll be a link to my newsletter, The Weekly Growth Needle. I've been sharing news about COVID, different ways to think about it, some of the positive news that are coming out of it. So that's really handy. I think you might find that interesting. Other than that, we'll talk soon.